Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Sir,
what's your nickname?
sir, at home, my parents call me Chintu. My friends call, yes,
How
ma'am.
do we address you?
Sir, Srini or Nikesh, anything is fine, sir.
Srini or Nikesh or Sri Nikesh?
Yes, sir.
Sri Nikesh.
Yes, sir.
So, Sri Nikesh, please begin by introducing yourself to the board.
Yes, sir. Sir, myself Banotu Sri Nikesh Naye. I come from Manjanaikanda, Rajpet Mandal of Narsampet, Warangal, Telangana. I completed my graduation from Mathematics and Computing from IIT Delhi. My optional is history. I love sketching temple architectures, and also I love cooking my community cuisine, sir. My father is working as an head constable in Kajipet, and my mother is working as a government teacher in Warangal, sir.
Tell us about Lombardi cuisine, sir. Which one is the best?
Sir, as far as I see, all the cuisines are good, sir, because some cuisines are sir, some cuisines are rich in millets, and some cuisines are rich in like suppose on festivals we cook one mutton delicacy known as solai. It is very famous.
Solai.
Yes, sir. So it is very famous, and when it comes to the health aspect, sir, all the all the aspects of other things like jawar, bajra are highly used, sir. These are some good aspects of my cuisine.
Very good. Tell us what is quantum computing?
Sir, quantum computing currently it works on the principle of the quantum mechanics actually. So it works on the principle of quantum entanglements. So where instead of 0 1 superposition, we will be using 0 1 continuously. So there will be overlap so that we can get 8 permutations totally. So
Only 8.
yes, sir. Instead of 4, we'll be getting 8 permutations, sir. So this will increase our cryptographic. Sorry, sir. Okay, sir. I look into it, sir. So it will increase our cryptographic encryption methodologies, and also computation power also will be increased, sir.
The binary system has only two positions.
Yes, sir.
0 and 1.
Yes, sir.
In quantum computing, qubits
Yes, sir.
can have any number of positions between 0 and 1. It's called superposition. So it can be n number times faster.
Yes.
What is computer quantum tunneling?
Quantum tunneling. Sir, it is actually. Sorry, sir. I don't know.
In Manipur, there is a talk of stopping the FMR, free movement regime.
Sir. Sir, the current system where it says that on the borders between Manipur and Myanmar, there is a 16-kilometer free boundary zone where the people from both sides can travel easily and have the relationships and trade communications within that 16 kilometers
Why
zone.
was it made?
Sir, earlier tribes of this ethnic region particularly feel comfortable moving on the either side of the border, sir.
Why?
Sorry, sir. I don't know, sir.
Belong to the same ethnic tribe.
Yes, sir.
For social purposes, intermarriages, and so on.
Yes, sir.
It is now being stopped. Why?
Sir, it was proposed to be stopped because the recent Manipur crisis have clearly portrayed the porous borders in this regard. So where it have creating internal disturbances and internal security issues, and also it can be a threat to our sovereignty of India, sir.
Elections are going on in Pakistan.
Sir.
Which are the two main parties facing each other?
Sir, I am not able to recall them exactly.
Who do you think will win?
Sir, the predictions are in the favor of Nawaz Sharif, sir.
There is a saying that whoever wins, it is the army which is actually will.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it right?
Yes, sir. Actually, in Pakistan, it is true, sir. Sir.
So, good afternoon, Srini.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Very
Good. You are an engineer and you want to join the civil services.
ma'am.
The first question is going to be, why do you want to be a civil servant? You're a professional.
Ma'am.
So,
Ma'am, so from my experiences at IIT Delhi, like I chosen civil services in my third year. Like I spoke to my seniors and decided this would be a better career opportunity as it clearly reflects my interest. And also I spoke to my parents who are currently working in, despite many challenges in the lower ranks, they were continuing. Suppose I spoke to my father, who also one of the victim of the Naxalite attack in 1998. Naxalite attack, sir. In 1998 in Gudur region, in Mulgu region. So I spoke to them. So yes, sir, Naxalite attack. So I spoke to them, and despite many challenges, I saw like some amount of change they are bringing in the society. So I thought this would be a better career opportunity for me, and also despite many, it also be a challenging field.
This is your first attempt at UPSC.
No, ma'am, this is my fifth attempt, and this is
Attempt at UPSC.
ma'am.
Otherwise, I think that you have been trying for the forester.
Ma'am, forest service, it is same preliminary examination, ma'am. So, yes, ma'am.
So, now you say you
Ma'am.
want to join IAS or IAS or IAS.
Ma'am.
So if you get IAS, you're going to become a collector.
Ma'am.
So my first question to you is,
Ma'am.
there are how many districts in India?
Ma'am.
One.
Ma'am.
And which is the biggest district and which is the smallest district?
Sorry, ma'am, I don't have this yet.
Roughly some idea. 10,000. 100. No? Okay,
sir.
let's leave it. We move to the second question. You must have heard about
Ma'am.
green hydrogen mission.
Ma'am.
What is green hydrogen mission?
Ma'am, it is the idea that production of the hydrogen from the renewable energy, like hydrogen basically, green hydrogen basically breaking of the hydrogen from the H2O. So in breaking that process, we take the energy sources from the renewable energies like solar energy, wind energy. So basically renewable energy sources. Ma'am.
What are the advantages?
Ma'am. It can reduce our import dependence of particularly hydrogen sector, and also it can also reduce it can also promote the green energy. Suppose this can also promote the transportation. Suppose we can promote the
leave it at that, but you need to read more about it.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Answers are not more or less correct.
Ma'am.
So we move to the third question.
Ma'am.
Where and when
Ma'am.
is the next Olympics?
Ma'am, may I take a guess?
Yes.
It was in USA. I'm thinking.
No. Where is the next Olympic Games going to be held? Where? When?
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Has India ever hosted a Olympic?
Ma'am.
Huh? Has India ever hosted Olympic Games?
No, ma'am.
No. Does India, propose to hold Olympics anytime soon?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
In the coming next, I'm not exactly sure, ma'am, but maybe like if you allow me, I can take a guess, ma'am. So in the recent few of the summits, PM Modi have highlighted like India can host Olympic in next maybe in 2047 kind of thing.
Huh?
In next 20 years maybe, ma'am.
In 20 years.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Have you heard about the Ram Temple?
Yes, ma'am.
In Ayodhya, which has been recently inaugurated by our esteemed Prime Minister.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have two questions on that.
Ma'am.
What is the total cost of construction of the Ram Temple?
Ma'am.
Was it funded by the central government,
Ma'am.
state government,
Ma'am.
or both the governments?
Ma'am, it is currently around the 18,000 crores were estimated, ma'am. And 1,000 crores.
18,000 crore.
Sorry, ma'am, 1,800 crores. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second question.
It was largely based on fundings, ma'am. Yeah, there were no central or state government funds. This is what I understood. Ma'am.
Okay, so you're on the right track.
Ma'am.
Thank you. That was
Ma'am.
the last.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sri Nikesh,
Sir,
good evening.
good evening, sir.
So you're from Warangal.
Yes, sir.
So what's the old name of Warangal?
Sir, during Kakatiyas, it was known as Orugallu, sir.
What's the meaning?
Sir, Orugallu means one stone. So, one marble, one granite stone kind of, sir.
And Telangana?
Telangana Trilinga Desham, sir. Yes, sir.
What's it meaning?
Sir, there are many interpretations. One interpretation is that three lingas are present in Telangana. They are Kaleshwaram, and one is sorry, sir, I am not able to recall. Kaleshwaram, Sri Shailam, another thing, and another. Sorry, sir, I am not able to recall. Sir.
And you're from Hanmakonda. I saw somewhere in your bio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Currently, my permanent address is Hanmakonda.
Hanmakonda.
Yes, sir.
And your interest, one of the interests is temple architecture.
Sir.
So what's the famous temple in Hanmakonda?
Sir, one famous thing is famous temple is Thousand Pillar Temple, sir.
What is the architecture of it?
Sir, it falls under Dravidian architecture. And also, though it was said under Dravidian architecture, we can majorly see the features of the Vesara architecture, where we see the patterns of the stellate pattern. And the granite marble is largely used, sir. And there are, to be precise, there are not exactly 1,000 pillars, sir. So it is like pillar on pillar, pillar on pillar. So in a pillar, we can see around 2 or 3 pillars. So in that manner, it was a 1,000 pillar temple, and it is a Trikuta Alayam, we say. So three main deities like Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Surya are presided over there, sir. It is, and also in the presiding area, we also see the water body, and also there is no, I didn't find any gopurams as such. So this is the basic features of the 1,000
So
pillar.
you were telling something like Vesara architecture.
Yes, sir.
Or is it related to Dravidian? Is it close to Dravidian? Or
Yes, sir. It is close to Dravidian. Vesara is that it is a combination of both Nagara architecture and also combination of Dravidian architecture, sir. So when it comes to Thousand Pillar Temple, it was more tilted towards Dravidian architectures, but Vesara component is also there, sir. Sir.
how about Ayodhya temple?
Sir, Ayodhya temple, primarily it is a Nagara architecture, sir. But however, I see it as a cultural synchronism where also the parts of the Dravidian architecture were taken into consideration. For suppose the deity was sculpted in southern region, and also it was planned under, suppose if we take the example of the Gopuram, and the presiding deities like Panchayatan style, so it have taken consideration into the Dravidian architecture, sir.
So,
Sir.
and hobbies were painting, wall
Sir.
painting.
Sir.
You have some works?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, in my college days, I did some of my paintings as a part of my tenure as a secretary of the club. I did a few paintings, sir, and I did one wall painting. It still exists in IIT Delhi, sir. So it is abstract painting, which shows that how the human is connected to their mobile technologies and where we are leaving our social things with the society, sir. Yes, sir.
Any oldest paintings in India?
Yes, sir. Sir, as you say, it could be oldest. The most prominent thing that hit my mind is, sir, prehistoric paintings, rock paintings. So we can see them in Bhimbetka. In Telangana, we also observe prehistoric paintings in Pandavala Gutta region, so which are very much prominent. And next, later stages, we also find mural paintings in Ajanta Ellora caves, so and so, sir.
Can you name some 4 or 5
Sir.
important paintings, famous paintings currently?
Sir, of the contemporary period.
Contemporary period.
Sir, okay. Sir, from the contemporary period, Sir, I would notice Mona Lisa paintings and also Michelangelo's
In
painting
India.
in India, sir. Okay. Sir, in India we find the paintings of Ravi Varma and also the paintings of the folk paintings in many regions we can find them, sir. And also Rabindranath. Sorry, sir. Yeah, only these two things.
Sri Nikesh, uh, your father was in police, is in police, I think, right? As a family, because police people have a very difficult life. Hours are not certain, family is not the priority. So, as a family, as a child, what kind of problems you faced because of your father's job?
Sir, what you said is exactly true, sir. This is from my experiences, I would say, sir. I've grown in an environment of police quarters, sir. I have very limited time with my father. He was always used to be working 25/7, and at whatever time the call he comes, so he used to go. And also during those days, sir, it was an Naxalite prone area, sir. So we always used to live in fear. Sometimes, like when I was a kid, some of the Naxalites even came to home and they have they have even said very bad things, and this is what happened, sir. However, my father still stayed in the police services and he served, sir. And coming to that, sir, the current police system, sir, I find very hectic schedule. There is a lot of stress is happening around, and given that sometimes the police, particularly the lower ranks, may with that stress, what happens is some bad language or the communication may not happen with the people. So in that there is always a gap between how people perceive the police system. So even I found that is also there, sir. So my friends used to say, what is this police system, corrupted, all these things. So I've seen all the things in police life, sir.
Despite that, you have opted for police service. Yes. Why?
Sir, I always feel the same thing, sir, because when people don't know, they always make claims, they make critics, sir. But only the people who have experienced actually know the situation of the police services, sir. I find police services or so far any government service very good service, sir. But when it comes to some of the cases, the actual side was not shown, and the only some cases where suppose all the police things I've seen, sir, only few cases will be highlighted, and so that they bring mark on the system, sir.
I'm asking you in the context of the family. Since you as a family you suffered, so you want to suffer your family also the same way.
No, sir. Actually, I like I've seen from closely. I think I can make some changes in myself, and also I can, if possible, if given a opportunity, I can change some, even at least some in the services, sir.
Okay. You mentioned about the Naxalite problem. Why that region faces this Naxalite problem?
Sir, to this again, my mother is from the Naxalite prone region, so Mulgu area. So what I have observed, sir, the Naxalism grow from where there is socio-economic development issues. So when their voice is not heard, or when their things are not taken into consideration, and they were deprived of their basic amenities, so in that regard they don't have an opportunity to see, and in that case they were going for the Naxalism, sir. This is what I understood, sir.
Recently, this interim budget has been passed. Yes. You've seen that?
Yes, sir. At least not fully, but I've seen, sir.
What struck you most?
Sir, the most important thing I have observed is fiscal consolidation path, sir, where our current government is planning to move towards fiscal deficit targets within limits, sir. So, if say, like post-COVID, sir, where we were failing to reach our fiscal deficit targets. Despite that, and international challenges, our government is on the path of maintaining fiscal consolidation, and next year it is projected to be around 5.
How the government plan to achieve this objective?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, basically, our government what is trying to do is suppose extending loans instead of spending. Suppose in R&D sector, instead of directly spending, it gave capital expenditure subsidies. Suppose interest-free loans to the private sector, so they can in turn encourage the fiscal consolidation, sir. And also some of the rationalizations were also done, sir, on subsidies.
Don't you think these subsidies, they are spiraling out of control?
Sir. Yes, sir. Actually, it is a it is a double-edged kind of area, sir. On one side, where subsidies were provided, encouraged to say that to bring some people out of poverty or other things. On other side, sir, spilling more. Like suppose one famous example, sir, where in Tamil Nadu area, where free refrigerators, free TVs were given. So such kind of populist schemes will definitely increase our revenue expenses.
One last question. Recently, there was a major announcement done by the USA in relation to India. Can you recall what it was?
Sorry, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sri Nikesh, you've been a student of history. Can you define what is history?
Sir, history in simple, sir, it is studying of our past from the present perspective, sir.
And what do you think of Nehru as a historian?
Sir, I don't know his educational background, sir, but when I look at the qualities of the historian, I would look for the research, particularly like archaeological evidences or the literary sources on which one can develop the ideas, sir. So these are the prominent things I see in a historian, sir.
Nehru has written a book on history. You have not, but he is not rated very high as a historian. Okay. So you must be knowing Nehru's Tibetan policy. What was his policy towards Tibet?
Sorry, sir, I am not able to.
Okay. Do you think Tibet was ever an independent nation, or it was always part of China, or was it an independent nation?
Sir, till 1950s, that time so, Tibet was kind of independence because it was more of a dynastical rulers. Suppose even Taiwan, Tibet or China is independent things. And later, later rulers or the post 1950s, 1960s, where they have the higher ambitions, they thought to include all the regions around China into them, sir.
Did India ever have any control over Tibet?
Yes, sir. Sir, during colonial period, Tibet was part of the British Empire, sir.
During which period?
During colonial
rules.
Yes, sir.
Who was? Have you heard about the Dogras were capturing Tibet?
Sorry, sir.
Okay, what treaty did guide our relations with Tibet, and when was it signed? Have you heard of Shimla Agreement?
Sorry, sir.
You never heard.
I don't know, sir.
Let me ask you something about Manipur. Now, if you want to join IPS, suppose you join as IPS,
Sir.
and they send you to Manipur because there's a lot of problem going on over there. How will you control the situation over there?
Sir, first I would analyze the situation where the exact problem is erupting. So I would take consensus of the local people, of all the Kukis, Metis, or those other people also. I would take them into consensus, and I would, if there is any law and order or public order issues, I would take the example. I will take the help of force if needed, and also we can use the latest technologies like drone for monitoring the scenario situations, and also if at all nothing is making anything, sir. We can also
Where that both of them are not even in talking terms with each other. How will you make them meet each other? And most of them are actually working in the night. Do you think the drones are effective during the night also?
yes, sir. The current technology is very efficient that even night vision can be provided with them, sir. Sir, the thing is that why they are not talking is that is the reason why our current government is closing the free movement regime, sir. Where to suppose the vested interest should not take the advantage of the current situation. In that regard, suppose if all these things are solved, later I think both of the communities would come to talk or to an agreement. This is what I feel, sir.
Now, Telangana, you come down to the state of Telangana. Do you have any port or it has all gone to Andhra Pradesh? Ports?
Sorry,
Do you have any ports? Coastal area was there in Andhra Pradesh and you had certain ports over there. Can you name the ports which were found in Andhra Pradesh earlier?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, in Andhra Pradesh, the ports like Visakhapatnam, Srikakulam, these are the famous ports, sir. And Machilipatnam and
Partition, do you have? Does Telangana have any ports?
sorry, they don't have, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Sri Nikesh, I'll ask you to step out for a moment. Then we'll come further amongst ourselves and call you back.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Quite good. अच्छा है. थोड़ा information थोड़ा
शुरू में ऐसे भी anxious था. I'm sorry कह के तो हम 10 क्वेश्चन
नहीं तो honest है बात
He was a bit nervous, I think.
So basically,
बाद में I think it became okay.
but I think he's a tribal.
हाँ ये tribal candidate.
Is it?
पर अच्छा है.
Try culture, but it's nice. Good.
But potential है.
Branch
अच्छा
बुला लीजिए इनको 171
हाँ
171
I come in, sir.
please. Sri Nikesh.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Sri Nikesh, how do you think your interview went today?
Sir, I think I can improve a lot.
What, in your opinion,
Sir,
needs an improvement?
sir, some of the communication, I was not able to recall exact words properly, maybe. So those are some gaps I can fill, and some knowledge gaps I can fill.
Apart from knowledge gaps, see what is your knowledge is not being tested in the interview. Yes, your personality is tested. You think you performed well as far as the latter part of the interview is concerned.
Maybe I need to improve a lot, sir, on that. I think I can improve on that, sir.
Well, in our opinion, we have found you a very good candidate.
Sir, thank you, sir.
If I am critical, it is only for to let you improve. Right? I will be critical so that you know where you went wrong and how you can improve upon that.
Sir,
We found you a very good candidate. Your performance in the interview was not what a person of your caliber should have.
sir,
A person of your caliber should have performed much better. I will begin by first pointing out the physical part of it, the physical appearance part of it. When you go for the interview,
yes, sir, yes, sir.
comb yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now it is not properly combed. Wear a cloth which is neat and clean and properly ironed. The tie knot should be right in the middle of the collar, and the tip of the tie should about cover the buckle of your belt.
Yes, sir.
Now to the you know the question. When is your interview?
Sir, it is on 21st February.
So you have 10 days time. It's not much.
Yes.
Right? During these 10 days time, think of the questions that will be asked from you in the questions will come from the place you come from, which is Warangal. Yes. Warangal is a LWE, was an LWE investigator. Yes, and your father, being in police, has faced some problem. Yes. You said even your family has had faced threats. Yes, sir. So the questions can come from LWE also. Yes, sir. The present status of LWE in Andhra Pradesh, how the Andhra Pradesh police, particularly the Greyhound, yes, has turned the table on the LWE left-wing extremists in Andhra Pradesh. Right? This you must be able to say. Yes, then your subject with which you graduated, which is IIT mathematics and computer, yes, right? Then your optional that you show. History, we didn't ask you any question on history.
what is real? Come on,
Please brush up on that. Yes. Because questions may come from there. Yes. Then the hobbies that you have mentioned. You have given some very. No, you can't improve upon that. You read about that. Yes, because what you have mentioned in your tab, you cannot change, not in this exam. Yes. So at least be prepared to answer questions on that. And then the current affair. Which newspaper do you read?
Sir, I'm going to Indian Express and
So read these two newspapers religiously till the day of interview. When is the interview? Forenoon, afternoon? Forenoon. Remember to read the newspaper of the day. Because there is a possibility one of the interview board members will ask you, have you read today's newspaper? You should be able to say yes, and you should be able to, subsequent question, mention what important headlines you remember or what you remember of that. Please. Right? Yes. These are the 5 things. I will not go into much detail because we don't have much time. Don't waste your time on any further mock. If you want, just before your interview, you can give one more mock. But on this contrary, utilize this time to mentally prepare yourself for facing the final interview and doing very well. We want you to do well. You have every potential of doing very well. So, we'll tell you best of luck. And
Wish you all the best.
All the best.
All the best.